This is Maggie Denning. She's going to be the beautiful Vanna White this evening.
Clicking.
And she's clicking. Okay, she's also the academic coordinator, academic success coordinator. So if you are needing tutoring, help with test anxiety, which we see a lot of, you know, these tests are pretty high stakes, all the exams that we give. So in the testing center, just to familiarize yourself, we not only do GRE testing, we test community members too, licensures, certifications. So we see doctors, nurses, bankers, financial institution people, just you name it. There's a test for licensure or certification in just about every field. So keep that in mind as you advance. You can always come back and take other tests, that's for sure. We're pretty busy. GRE is an exam that is 4.5 hours in length. So make sure you plan that accordingly. Plan maybe 2 to 3 weeks to find a spot that is that long in length. Okay, for the time. All right, Maggie, let's get the ball rolling here. GRE is an exam in an admissions test for graduate or business school. Our business school here, if you're wanting to get a master's in business education, does accept the GRE school. Not all of them. Some business education programs require the GMAT instead. And there is a testing facility. We don't give the GMAT, but there is a testing center that does do the GMAT, and it's just down on 7th Street. It's called Pearson. Okay. The GRE contains 6 sections. There's critical thinking and analytical writing, verbal reasoning, and quantitative reasoning. So let's just break those down a little bit. Critical thinking and analytical writing, it measures your critical thinking and analytical writing skills. There's one section in the writing part, and it contains 2 separately timed essays. Each essay is for 30 minutes. Let me know, and hey, if you have questions while we're moving along, just blurt them out, because I'm sure that if you have a question, the person down a row or 2 also has the same question, and we can keep this pretty informal, okay? We can move on here. Oh, the score is on a 0 to 6 scale, and it's scored in half increments, so you can get like a 5.5, 4.5. It is still, a person still scores that, not a computer. So if that's why you have to wait for your exam score, your official score, because we'll need to see what that score is. Okay, verbal reasoning. And this measures your ability to analyze and evaluate written material. Relationships among component parts of sentences and recognize relationships among words and concepts. And I know I'm just kind of reading off of this, but I just don't know how else to word it so that it would be correct. So verbal reasoning also has 2 sections. Each one is 30 minutes in length. There's 20 questions in the section. And this is scored a little differently. It's scored 130 to a 170 scale. So when you're applying for colleges, they will score each section separately. They might want a complete score, whatever their complete score may, whatever they desire. Does that make sense so far? Good? All right. Quantitative reasoning, it measures your problem-solving ability, and it focuses on some basic math. It focuses on algebra, geometry, and data analysis. It also has 2 sections. Each one of these is 35 minutes in length. Fortunately, you do have an online calculator that's available, and it's scored on a 130 to 170 scale. I can say if you definitely check in with the schools that you're wanting to apply to, and see what their score, what minimum scores they require. Each school is going to be different. Each department within a college is going to be different as to their requirements. We get questions like that all the time, like what score do I need? And we send them up to the graduate school because they know what you need in order to successfully apply. There's also included in your exam either an unidentified section, so math, writing, verbal reasoning, or an identified research section. That section includes questions that they're looking to include on future exams for future test takers. They're wanting to see how people are answering those. You know, there's a lot of research that goes into each question to make sure that they're not biased and correct answers. So in order to know which one's your research section or your unidentified section, you have to follow the directions that are presented on the screen before each section. So before you have your verbal reasoning, your mathematics, and your writing, directions that are presented on the screen that tell you how to answer your questions, navigate through your test, and so just follow the instructions. You guys ready? Any question? Yeah.
Do you know like what the average scores are? Or
it ranges. It really does. I'm not going to sit here and say that this test is easy. I've never taken the test. You know, we have some people who repeat, some who don't. Generally speaking, it takes most of the time, so I know that there's some thoughts, processes that are going through and thinking about it. Just answer the questions that you want. Average score. We don't see the scores as test givers. You will see a unofficial verbal reasoning and quantitative score on the screen, on your screen when you're finished. And the only way I see scores is if you happen to be walking by, proctoring while the scores are popping up on the screen, or if you know, you have the option to write them down on a sticky note to take with you if you remember those scores, and you write them down in front of us. So I don't see a lot of them. So it's about as good an answer as I can give. Probably 150. It's right in the middle. That tends to be that's why those research questions are there. You know, they want a certain amount of people who can answer them, a certain amount of people who can't answer them, and that's going to be a good question. All right. Fancy there. Fortunately, during this 4.5-hour appointment time, you do get a 10-minute break. So just to let you know, it's after the third section, and you'll be able to come out and take a break. You can also take unscheduled breaks. The difference is that time counts down on unscheduled breaks from your test. Okay? The scheduled break is those. All right? Pretty close to the bathrooms, pretty close to the water fountains. All right? To register for the test, we do not schedule tests through our office. No prometric testing centers do. Then I wanted to get in there. You can test at a prometric testing center to take the GRE. It's worldwide. You just select what schools you want to receive your score. So if you are closer to Wichita, if you're closer to Boston, Massachusetts, and that's where you choose to take the test, that's okay. We are the only one located in western Kansas, so we get people from Dodge City, Garden City, a lot, North Nebraska. So you can choose your own testing center where it's going to be the easiest for you to travel to. You do have to register online, and that web address is www.ets.org. It is on the green. The directions how to register, and I just updated those. Step-by-step directions on how to get registered for a testing system. Okay. All right, Maggie. To register for the test, it's computer-based only in the United States, cannot take it paper-based. In foreign countries where computers are not readily available, you can take it paper-based, but I don't know if anybody wants to travel to Indonesia and things like that. Maybe. You can register online, that's the easiest. You can register by phone, or you can register by mail. You can do that all through that website, though. You still have to go to that website and download some forms if you're going to do it by mail. There are testing accommodations available for those who qualify with qualifying disabilities. If you have a qualifying disability, you have to register through that telephone number. It's also on that green sheet of paper. Then that's the only instance where you wouldn't register online. If you need extended time, a reader, something like that, okay? The cost is $190. That is current as of yesterday. It can change without notice. ETS is the only ones who give GREs, so their prices. All right. regardless of how you register, you still must create a GRE account with a username and a password, because this is the place where you'll see your official scores. Your official scores are received in about 2 to 3 weeks after test date, and that's the only place you'll see them. Once you receive them, they're sent to your schools. Okay? I suggest that you print those multiple times, or many, because after 2 to 3 weeks, or 24 days, or something like that, they disappear. And then to get those reinstated or resent to you, they charge you. So you print multiple copies. You never know down the line if you're going to go into a doctorate program at a different school, and that way you can present them with your GRE scores. Okay? All right. Any other questions so far? Nope. Has anybody researched the GRE yet? You researched? Does it sound pretty like you? Okay, good. Okay. So once again, you're going to allow 4.5-hour appointment time. Overall, your testing time is about 3 hours and 45 minutes, though. The additional time is used for a tutorial in the beginning. The tutorial tells you about their confidentiality. It tells you about how to navigate through the test, answer your questions, review, all kinds of stuff like that. So it'll give you plenty of time to go through that. Remember that when you do schedule your test, that you make it, because if you cannot make it for whatever reason, there's monetary penalties. Even if you cancel weeks in advance, they're still going to keep $50 every Monday at least, if not all. Okay, so make sure that it's a day that you're going to be able to be there and test. Okay, if it happens to be during class times, get with your professors beforehand. Let them know that you're taking the GRE, so that you can prepare and they know you're going to be gone. Okay, maybe they can give you information that you'll be missing that day. Here's where we're located. Beacon Hall, room 117. We test, typically speaking, Monday through Fridays from 9 to 3, and then Wednesdays are from 9 to 6. So we can accommodate GRE testing on all those days, Monday through Friday. Okay. Our telephone number is 6785-628-4330. We love calls. Don't get your answers from your friends or somebody who took the GRE. Call us. We love answering those questions, and we know. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay.
I haven't seen this presentation.
This is the part that is I don't even know how I want to say it. So there's a lot of policies, procedures that we have to follow in the testing center to protect the security of the exams. One reason we protect security of exams is you don't want somebody to be able to just come in there and cheat and answer the questions or buy answers on the internet after you've done all your hard study that's out there. So when you're on test day, you'll report to the testing center 30 minutes prior to your appointment time. There's some forms you have to fill out. We have to have you sign in, all kinds of stuff like that. So that gives us enough time so that we can start your appointment on time. Dress so you can adapt to any temperature, but we keep it at 73 degrees. So you might want to bring a sweater. 73 is hot to you, wear shorts, but so dress so that you can adapt to any temperature. You'll be required to show us one government-issued current ID that contains your picture and your signature, and we do verify those. We look at you. We have to sign on a piece of paper, we compare your signature, and we write the expiration date down. So we know, okay? If you do not bring government-issued ID that's current, your picture or signature, we cannot test you. We cannot test you. Okay, I hate seeing people out there. It doesn't happen too often, but every once in a while somebody won't know their ID's expired. Okay? If you are not testing in the country of your citizenship, so therefore, if you are not a U.S. citizen, you must bring a passport. That's the only thing we can accept for ID printing. A complete list of acceptable IDs if you don't have a driver's license, that kind of stuff, can be found on that GRE website. Let's see here. Of course, your ID name has to match what you put in as when you set up your account. So if you're married, divorced, and your name has changed, make sure your ID is current to that. Otherwise, we won't get it. Okay. All right. All right, now you got another one? I do. Okay. Okay. So once again, I'll just go back over this. You'll be asked to sign in on a roster sheet so we can verify your ID. You'll be asked to read over the testing center regulations. You'll be asked to sign an ETS confidentiality sheet. You'll be asked to lock all your personal belongings away, and that includes anything in your pockets. You can't have anything in your pockets. Watches, hats, anything. Enter the testing area except you and the items that we give you to take into the testing area. Those items that we're going to be giving you to take into the testing area for this exam is a scratch pen booklet, 4 sheets of paper, 2 pencils. We give you noise reduction headphones. Those headphones are used to block out typing and mouse clicking noises that other people might be making. Okay? We do not allow noises in there other than typing and mouse clicking. We're strict about that because your exam is very important to you, and so we want to give you the best environment, the best testing environment that we can. Okay. All right. Any questions? Okay, once again, before you get the security of the exam, we do ask you to empty your pockets. We'll have to have you slide up your sleeves to check that no watches are getting in. The reason there's no watches permitted is so many watches contain computer functions now, so those aren't allowed. And then you'll be wanting to skate like at the airport. And you have to lift up your pant legs and looking for notes on your ankles. It's pretty strict. These are all policies and procedures that the metric sets, and we follow those and we follow them well. So you can guarantee the person next to you is not cheating. Okay. All testing sessions are audio and video recorded, and then I have student employees that work with me. Somebody's in there frequently to proctor. When we do proctor, we just walk behind you. We're very quiet, checking to make sure that the only items on your desk are what we've given you. So we're just doing our jobs. So hopefully you don't see us witness this. That's what we do. Not because you think it's yeah. All right. So here's an important website. Once again, I cannot express how important this website is. That ets.org website has some practice exams that you can take if you download the Power Prep software. That's for free. So download it, take some practice exams, and see what you're getting yourself into. Okay? Preparation, I think, is a good tool. There's also a GRE mobile app that you can download for $4.99. You can purchase books on Amazon.com. Our library here has study materials for the GRE. University bookstore carries materials. And they're going to do some free stuff today. So somebody's going to get lucky. Okay? If this has moved along pretty quickly, because I haven't had a lot of questions, feel free to call us, feel free to stop into our office. We'll be glad to answer any questions you might have pertaining to the testing center that's going to be happening. Okay? All right. One more, Maggie. 2 more, Maggie. Maybe 3. As part of your test fee, upon completion of your exam, you can select up to 4 schools to send your scores to. And this is part of your exam fee. If you go over the 4, there's an additional charge, and I believe that's $25 per school. Okay. And you would do that online after the test session if you have additional schools. I know. It's big business. It's big business. Yeah, it is. Prometric has multiple clients. Like I said, we test all kinds of people for all kinds of things. They are a business. And so they are ran like a business. If it was Fort Hays State University, they'd say, hey, sure, come into the test. Great. Okay. Prometric has the rights to that test. So just remember that. So anything you do in addition. Okay? Yeah, they are. She is. Yeah. You don't have to send them to any schools. That is a great question. It really is. You don't have to send them to any schools. When you do decide to send them to schools, it'll be $25 per school. Okay. A thing that we're going to talk about here, I think it's the next slide, is canceling your schools. Okay. Yeah.
So the schools that you're applying to wouldn't accept those credit versions, then they usually get your scores out?
They're probably going to want them from ETS, especially for grad school. Okay. Once again, that would be up to your school, right? So I know doctorate program a lot of times that would be up to your department, up to your school. school, every department's going to be a little bit different. Okay, reporting your scores. So we talked about your unofficial verbal and quantitative scores will appear on screen, so you'll know how you've done before you leave the testing center on those two categories. Official scores, along with your writing scores, can be viewed online in 2 to 3 weeks under your username and password. Okay, why do they call the ones that appear on screen unofficial? Just in case something's happened, such as we caught you cheating, and we send them a problem report that says, hey, you caught this person cheating. Or they throw out a question that they have determined is not correctly worded, or something's wrong with it, okay? And that there might be a little fluctuation. I doubt it, listeners. So 99% of the time, the score that you see on screen is the score that you're going to receive in those two sections. Okay? Canceling your scores. If you cancel your scores, you do not see your scores, but no one ever sees your scores. So if you think you've just bombed it and you don't ever want a school to see those scores, you cancel them, but you don't see them either.
You do have to turn your taking the test.
You do it right after the test. After you're finished, you report your scores or you cancel your scores. Okay? The reason people would cancel their scores and not want schools to see those scores is some schools and some departments use cumulative. And so when you report your scores and you've taken the GRE 3 or 4 times, they'll see all of those scores. And if they combine them, that once again is your decision. We can't make that decision for you.
Is that explained on the website?
It is explained on the website, so I do suggest that you spend a little time in there because they also have score select, and it allows you to report only the scores that you think you've done really well in. It's tricky. It's real tricky, so definitely read it. Make sure it's right for you if that's what you choose. Okay? I haven't seen any. All right. So please plan wisely before scheduling your GRE. Make sure you meet your department's application deadlines. Remember, you'll see you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for your official scores to be seen on the website. At that time, that's when they're sent to your schools. Some schools still receive those scores via snail mail. So if that's the case, allow them a week to receive those results. So we're at 4 weeks now. And then all that data has to be input by person. Allow another week for that person to get that information under your account or under your application, okay? So plan ahead of time, so that way you're not stressing out, worrying about your scores getting to the school on time, okay? Okay, retake policy. You can retake the GRE once every 21 days. Does not count the day that you tested or the day that you'll schedule to test. So 21 days in between. And you can take it up to 5 times a year. Okay. Maggie Denny. If you want test-taking skills, contact Maggie. She's also in the Kelly Center. You can contact her in room 111 though. Phone number's listed here. Maybe Maggie wants to talk a little bit about test-taking skills and how to prepare. Okay?
I can, a little. It's not any different than any other standardized test that you've taken. If you are a little apprehensive, a little bit worried about it, I suggest you just come in and talk to me just for a little bit, and we'll just go over some breathing things, real quick stuff. I'm not into all this extra. Talking about making sure that you're taking care of everything that you need to in your personal life, your academic life, and everything before the test, so that you don't take that into the room with you. Just little things like that. It's really basic. It's like you need a clear mind, you get a good night's sleep, and try to keep that stress down as much as you can. Practice breathing, and you can come in and talk to me. You don't have to, but if you have a little apprehensive, and Santina did bring a few test anxiety little brochures that you can take with you tonight if you want to. If we don't have enough, we have them both in the Prometric Testing Center. We have them out in the hallway in a board along the wall, and I have them in my office. So we have these available for you. Try trying to think. One of the things that I've noticed with some of the people that come to take the test, they'll just come over to the Kelly Center and just go and find where the room is. Sometimes they go in and just talk to Santini in there, just to get a feel for what the room looks like and where they're gonna be testing. And like if you're a little nervous about where it is and what you're supposed to do, it takes 5 minutes. And I suggest you do that too. There may be people in there testing at that time, so you won't be allowed to go into the room, but you'll be able to see where you'll take the test. And you can ask these ladies anything like the wanding, where they'll show you where the lockers are. Any questions you have, they'll answer. And a lot of times that just helps take some of that anxiety away.
And realize that when you come to the testing center, one thing Maggie will tell you, because she's seen people who have, once again, we give multiple tests, who maybe have failed an exam with us several times and just doesn't know what to do. I'll send them to Maggie. Maggie will say, leave your stress with us. We definitely know what we're doing. I've been doing this 9 years now, so I know what I'm doing. You can leave all, we're going to guide you through it. You do not have to worry about what's happening at the time that you're testing. All you have to focus on is taking the test, okay? Being prepared for that test. The rest of it, we're going to walk you through easy, okay? Yes. You know what we're doing.
Are the tests going to be available the whole year?
Yeah, we are here year-round. You know, when we close is during Christmas break because there's nobody at the university. Right now, we are closed during fall break and also spring break. I have to set my calendar a year in advance, so I actually just close those dates because I do have student help, and it all depends upon who's going home, who's not going home, as to how many hours I can open. That's why I said typically we test 9 to 3, Monday through Fridays, 9 to 6 on Wednesdays.
Summertime as well.
Summertime as well.
Now, there is a limited amount of chairs in that room.
5 stations.
And so you might want to kind of find out when you think you're going to take that test and kind of schedule that, because sometimes it's not available because we really have a tiny testing center.
We've grown a lot.
Yes, we have. More questions?
More questions?
Yes.
Is there like an amount of time in advance that we need to schedule the test?
You know, right now we're probably about pretty full for the next two weeks. So give yourself, you know, a 2-week lead time at least, okay? If you want a specific day, a specific time. Also, no.
Ooh, put away.
Just go on. Oh, another thing about finding the place a little bit earlier if you're not sure where it's at. You know, so many times we have people rushing in because they think they're late, and that's not setting a good. You know, if you're going in already stressed out thinking you're late, so you can find out where you're going.
Set your alarm, have a friend call you, do everything you can, because just anticipate a week before. What all kinds of things do I need? Make sure you have clean clothes, make sure you have something to eat, because you have blood sugar. I mean, it's just little bitty things that just make a little list and just click, 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 so that when you walk in there, you're confident. I mean, you've been working on all this knowledge for years.
Yep.
You're ready to show them what you know. And there's just something about walking in there and having a test in front of you, all of a sudden you're like, I don't know anything. Well, that's not true, you do. So you just got to be confident. That confidence comes from being ready to walk in there and take care of that test.
No surprises. Okay? We're not going to throw any surprises at you. I'm not going to throw something in there extra than what I gave you tonight. Okay?
And that's all on the website too. It's going to walk you through everything she told you is up there. So they're really not Kelly Center rules. They're the rules from ETS. So if you're not sure about it, you want to check them out again, just go online or come back into the testing center and talk to Cynthia.
Absolutely.
So there's 5 spots, and you can send up with it anytime, so you kind of have people just trickling in and out of those 5 spots.
Typically speaking, what happens is on the website, we have a control over the website. They want people, our tests start at 9 o'clock. So they'll have 5 seats available at 9 o'clock. And then you'll schedule an appointment at 9, let's say, then that seat wouldn't be available again until 1:30. Does
taking other tests, we have in there sometimes.
So what would happen then if you go, if somebody's already scheduled, a 4.5 hour time, then at 2 o'clock time will show up also during that registration process. Does that make?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they want people back to back, like I said, they're a company, they're in it, they want to make their money so they can have a seat that's full all day long. That's what they want to do. So somebody wouldn't be able to schedule at, like, say, 11 o'clock unless somebody's already scheduled a 2-hour exam at 9.
Everything you need to know, you know now?
Yeah.
Over here.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
If you want to test on the specific subject, like, I want to go to private school for math, so I know that I can test for that. Is it on the same day?
No, now subject exams are a completely different piece to say. They are paper-based, and that you would still register online for. I do not know the dates for those.
They're on the
They're on
website.
the website, and they're still paper-based.
And we do them here
Mhm.
on Saturdays.
I don't.
Oh, I do.
Like this.
Only on Saturdays, and they're on the web. If you go to the Kelly Center, you go to, you want to show them?
Yeah, let's go to the class.
I can't remember if they're national test dates that we do those subject tests.
ATS sets those test dates, and there are some programs I'm looking to do.
Do what?
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Try right clicking.
it's currently, you should shut the big one. Okay. Right now. There it is. I get in a real hurry and start clicking all of a sudden, I pulled up 20 different websites. Yeah, no patience. Neither does this computer.
Center. And testing services. This has also some information. So if you were wanting to test, let's see here, testing services. Those are other things that we give. I'm telling you, there is a test for everything out there. In our campus, I don't give, my office mate gives exams for postal workers, TSA agents, nursing entrance. There's exams for everything out there. What's GRE?
That's the general one.
There we go. Okay, your upcoming GRE subject paper-based test.
Oh, it's the 27th. So chances are it is
Too late
too late to
for that
register
one.
for that one.
Then October 25th. Once again, you can visit the GRE site. In order to register, you still have to set up an account. You would register for a test and choose the test that you want. Sign up or sign up. Any other
I was
questions?
going to ask, how long do the results usually take for the options?
For the options, for the elective subject exam?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do them. Those you receive, I don't know. I'm sure that you
I
receive
tell
on the
everybody,
website.
I think when I read it, which I wake up in a different world every Saturday that I read that to everybody, I think it's 4 to 6 weeks, and I think it does come in 4, but we give you that 4 to 6 weeks just in case. And it's the same way, you'll get that online.
Yeah.
So if you're going in for, you're taking the GRE for a master's program, are you supposed to take the subject test in general?
Check with the grad school.
Okay.
Most ask
for general.
Yeah, most ask for general. Check with the grad school and ask them what your department wants. Because we also do Miller's analogy test here. Our counseling program here on campus will take the GRE score or the Miller's analogy test. My office mate gives the Miller's analogy test. So then you can compare the two and decide which is going to be best for you.
And every school is different.
Every school is different. Every department is different.
So if you take the general and then you do that on like one subject, could you go back and do the subject test?
No, that subject just like